Hello guys, your boy Cape. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to another video. And today I'm just going to be speaking on the potential transfer of ESR Smith Rowe to Crystal Palace or Fulham. The Calafiori deal being stalled out and other transfer news including Nelson and Calafiori moves away from Arsenal. If you're new or returning and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, comment down below your thoughts on anything I say in this video, like this video, let's get into this. So a lot of news has been coming around Smith Rowe and his potential transfer away from Arsenal. Just to speak on ESR, I love this player, man. I think he's so gracious with how he dribbles, his intelligence and how he plays. He's a pockets player. He's a combination player. He knows how to play one-touch football, two-touch. He can drive, he can dribble, he can really shoot on both feet as well. And I think injuries have really ridden him in terms of his chances at Arsenal. And I think obviously with Arsenal elevating the team as he's kind of come back to full fitness, it's been hard for him to get back into the team. Obviously with an asset like that at a great age, I think he's about 22, 23, and being a guy that's probably ready to kickstart his career, he's at that stage where he needs minutes. So him taking a move to a club like Fulham or Crystal Palace, I think would be quite good for him. Whoever wants to sign him, both of them have respectable managers that play good football, would offer him a starting berth, and I feel like he can fight himself back to getting into the England squad and potentially a bigger move later on down the line. Obviously, but with being said that Arsenal are trying to hold out for a good amount of money, I think there was a bid earlier, I think it was rumoured about 25 million from Fulham, I think that was rejected, and Crystal Palace, as it's been reported today, or as a day of recording this video, that they were preparing a £30 million bid with £5 million add-ons for Smith Rowe, that it's been reported Arsenal will kindly reject. But it also means that these teams clearly really want Smith Rowe. It's been talked about Fulham are preparing a second bid. Obviously, we haven't heard any news of that. But if Palace trying to fly in with them losing Eze, potentially losing Eze, maybe to Arsenal, it'll be a good business for them. English, homegrown, ready to prove himself, and he's a great footballer, educated in the Arsenal way. So he'll definitely be fit in or fall into any system, will be able to adapt. And I feel like he's a London boy. I think he's from Croydon, so he probably may favour a move to Crystal Palace, albeit being in his hometown, being back in his home city, his friends, his family, and such like things, and just being familiar. And doesn't have to necessarily move out or leave wherever he's living right now because he plays for Arsenal and it's in London. I hope Arsenal hold out for a good price. I think 40 mil to 50 mil will be great for Smith Rowe, especially in this market where we're seeing different players go. He's a player that will add a lot to Palace, especially if they're using him as a replacement for Eze, for example. I think it's quite similar. Obviously, Eze probably been a bit better of a dribbler, maybe better ball striking. I think Smith Rowe, being younger, has more potential. Having that will to prove, being a homegrown Croydon boy, will be good. And if he does go to Fulham, West London side, still in London, under Marco Silva, if he still stays at Fulham, and the players he has there, it will be Willie and familiar players that he's played at Arsenal, Burn Leno, as well as just the way Fulham play a mid-block team, that are under curse, it'll be good for him, man. So that's very interesting. We'll keep an eye on the updates there. But if it does mean Smith Rowe is moving, as I mentioned earlier, does this mean Eze is going to be making the way to Arsenal? I think in terms of profile, they're quite similar, but I do like Eze. I think he has insane dribble penetration. I think his ability to bring something different to when we're attacking low blocks and mid blocks, to draw players in, to win fouls, to open up space, do 1-2s with his confidence and his ability to dare to want to drive, for him to want the ball in certain type of scenarios that probably aren't favourable and maneuver himself out of it will be key. We don't really have a player like that. Someone like Smith Rowe was like that. I would say Eze is a bit more skillful, but Arteta clearly, as I wasn't proved by his talent in this team or his fitness to consistently use him, but investing something about, I think his release clause is 60 million to Eze. Obviously, albeit even if you sell Smith Rowe for 40, 50 and you're only really breaking out 10 million, I think you're upgrading in that position. He's an older player, more mature. He was an old Arsenal boy, so I think he said something about his dream was always to play for Arsenal. So if he can get that dream, here we are. So I'm all for Eze. I'll try and do a more detailed video talking about the player profile, how he may fit in our team at a later date. Just to quickly touch on other things. Obviously, it's rumoured that West Ham are really upping their interest in Reiss Nelson amongst other targets, and Arsenal trying to hold up for about 20-25 million. West Ham are considering bidding this, so it will be also another good move for Reiss, staying at home, East London. I think he's from South London, from where I'm from, so it won't be too far from home. Again, similar, around friends, around family, help you settle in. And also the transition of moving to a different team. Obviously, it's not like a Moyes under West Ham under Moyes. Lopetegui's the manager now. He's gonna want to play good football. They have great players there, in Kudus, Paqueta, just to name a few. So it'll be a good move for him if he does make that move. And obviously, Marseille, they just confirmed signing Mason Greenwood. Obviously, they're still interested in signing Nketiah. They're yet to put another bid in since the first bid I talked about in my last video, but they still remain their interest alongside other Premier League clubs. So I do think Eddie will also be on the move. Where he will go, we'll have to wait and see. Fabrizio just talked about a couple hours ago that Zinchenko signed a new deal with a new agency group called Unique Football Agency, and he's going to decide his future. Obviously, I think that was added to add a bit more stipulation to why he's releasing the information. But if it is the case where Zinchenko has moved agency, probably looking for someone that can handle his situation better, does that mean he's on the move this summer? Did Mikel tell him that he's not part of his first team plans? He's not losing him in the centre midfield, with potentially Calafiori coming in alongside Kivior, Timber, Tomiyasu, Tiamathu. Is Zinchenko looking at this thinking, can I move elsewhere, maybe even out of the Prem and get another move? And if that's so, can Arsenal kind of at least recoup the money they pay for Zinchenko? I think it's about 35 million. I think we can get that amount in and around. He still has a couple of years on this deal, so let's see how that goes. Just update on Calafiori, just quickly before I end this video. It was talked about how the valuation between Bologna and Arsenal is a difference in amount around 5 to 10 million euros. I think obviously Bologna, knowing that they have to give 50% of that transfer fee to Basel, are trying to hold out for the price that they set that they want post Euros. Obviously, apparently before Euros, his price was quite cheaper. But given the fact that he performed well and given the fact that there's interest from big clubs, obviously Bologna are well within the right to hold out for the P's that they want, the price that they want. So does this mean that Arsenal, the door stalling? Is it very discouraging? It's a bit discouraging. A couple of weeks ago, obviously the interest was registered. We agreed personal terms. I was thinking that this will at least get agreed. Maybe he just has to do a medical once he comes up from his holiday. But I think his holidays are ended now. I'll put a picture in. Calafiori, he's got the braids. He's ready to come to Arsenal, man. Be part of the culture. Just seeing that African shirt that we released after his last season training kit, and he wants to wear it. I'm joking. But I think this deal will get done. I think I like the fact that Arsenal aren't trying to get lowballed by these clubs by, overspending, similar to how United just spent for Euro, or Chelsea do with a lot of their deals. They have the valuation for a player. They have why they want to pay that amount, how they want to pay it, and obviously you liaise and negotiate to the best fit. But I think we're trying to hold out for the best deal and not get overpriced or just, you know what I'm saying? Because the minute you do that and teams know, you set a price and they set this and the team pays it or they pay over it, the next time you're going for a player from that same team or other team, they're going to use that as an example. So yeah, I think that deal gets sorted out. Obviously, we go on pre-season tour. I think it's during this week, next week. They face Bournemouth, I think, or was it 2 weeks? Yeah, so next week Sunday. So I'm pretty sure Mikel will want to get at least one signing through the door outside of the goalkeeper situation. So hopefully it's Calafiori. But yeah, that's the update. If any of these transfers do get confirmed, both the outgoings and incomings, I will be straight on it making a video. Please hit that subscribe button if anything you believe I've said or disagree with. Would you want Eze at Arsenal? Are you sad about Smith Rowe leaving? Calafiori, do you think that deal's looking shaky or are you relaxed? But it's been your boy KP. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Speak soon.